Alien Isolation, great game. Best Alien game that they've ever made. It's actually like you're playing the first movie. A lot of fun. Really long. This is actually like, from what I remember, this is like a 30, 40-hour game. And it doesn't actually get started until like 4 hours in, and then all of a sudden it's just like Alien. It's cool. Alien rules. Bloodborne, this is the game that sold me on the PlayStation 4. Like, I just refer to PlayStation 4 as the Bloodborne machine because great game. I need to go back through it. I haven't played it since I got the plat. Yeah, awesome. Of course, you got the Crash Bandicoot trilogy. First 3 games, they're all awesome, except, well, no, 2 and 3 are awesome. The first one is fun until you get to the long road. There's like this one level where it's got a rope bridge, and something about this game, they the physics and they made it way harder than it normally is. That pissed me off to no end. Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, good. Specifically 2. 2 is probably my favorite of the original trilogy. Dark Souls, one of the greatest games of all time. Probably the best of the original trilogy. Yeah, great game. If you haven't played Dark Souls, what the are you doing? Just don't be afraid of it. Just go do it. You'll enjoy yourself. All right. Also, the only one of the Souls games in my mind that's better than the original Dark Souls is Sekiro. Oh, okay. Oh, man. No, okay, so if I had to rank my 3 favorite of the Soulsborne-esque games, I would put Sekiro, then Bloodborne, then Dark Souls. Yeah, I've just played this game so much, but that's what makes it so good. Dark Souls 2, it's not as bad as everyone says, you know what I mean? In terms of the Souls games, it's definitely the worst, but in terms of like all of the video games coming out at the time, it's still better than like 90% of them, you know? So it's still worth playing, just don't expect something as good as the first one. Ancient Dragon is the best fight of all time, by the way. There was a period of time where Ernesto was so mad at me because it's just like, he couldn't beat this one boss. Yeah, the Dark Souls guy couldn't beat the boss. Ernesto came over and he saw me do it and he was just like, no, that boss is, that's a gimmick fight. That boss is bull. And I in front of him. I haven't forgotten that. Dark Souls 3. I need to go back through this one. This is the one that I remember the least, honestly, because it came out shortly after I had gotten my PS4, and when I got my PS4, first thing I did was I just played hella Bloodborne. And then going from Bloodborne to this, I wasn't as interested, you know what I mean? I didn't get the plat or anything like that. Just kind of burnt out, you know? Still really good. From what I remember, better than 2, but not as good as the first one. From what I remember also is the world in this one, pretty circular, you know? It's like the thing that was so good about the first Dark Souls is that the map was literally just like it's so crammed onto itself, and that's what made the world interesting. But yeah, Dead Rising, great game. I love this game. Really want to play the Dead Rising remake that came out. Really hard game, actually. Time constraints are a bit of a but once you get the hang of it, it's a lot of fun. Dead Rising 2, another great game. Never forgive Vanessa for this one. Never forgive this for this one. So we were playing this game co-op, and we were going throughout the entire game, and then there was like a weekend or something like that where I couldn't play. And what do you think Ernesto goes and does? He goes and he beats the game without me. And then I'm like, all right, Ernesto, well, what the gotta, like, do you want to help me beat the game? And he's like, no, I don't want to play Dead Rising 2 anymore.
I beat it.
Yeah, great game. Not as good as the first one, but at the same time, it's still really good. It's hard to explain. Something about the first one, it just had an aura around it that was really good. This one, they made it so it's more playable. Like if you die, you can start over, keep your level and all that. And it's really funny.
Tricycle.
Yeah, I was just about to say that too. I just remember there being a time where I was like, when we were playing it before this guy goes and frickin' beats the game without me, we were playing and I was surrounded by zombies and I was just getting like zombies just eating my face, you know? And I'm just sitting there screaming for Ernesto to help me. And then I look to the side and I just see this guy Ernesto just coming around the and slowly on a tricycle, just like squeaky, 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 squeaky. And I'm just like, yo, mother, help me. And he just like squeaks away. Yeah. Memories you don't forget. I still hold a grudge to that.
And the elevator music.
Oh, the music, that's another thing. The music in Dead Rising, top notch. Awesome. EDF 4.1, it's more EDF. I still like 2017 the most, probably just because completing the game actually feels possible, whereas this one, they added so much more that it's like, good luck trying to 100% this game. But yeah, it's awesome. It's you could basically fight Godzilla, like numerous Godzillas at once. Good game, good game. Elden Ring, great game. After like Dark Souls, like Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, I think I'd probably put Elden Ring as my next favorite. They did reuse a couple bosses too many times. It's awesome. It was a lot of fun the first week that this came out because me and all my coworkers were sitting there playing it and everyone had their own story as to what was going on. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm here fighting this boss. And my friend would just be like, yeah, I went and I found this one treasure chest and it teleported me to the other side of the map. And everyone's just like, what the f are you talking about? Yeah, awesome game. Fallout 4. I actually really like this game. A lot of people about it, and I get it because they removed a lot of the individuality from Fallout with this one. It's like instead of being able to see exactly what your character's gonna say, you're kind of gonna say the same thing. You just kind of get to choose your mood about it. Do you want to like sound super agreeable, sound like kind of cocky? So that was always kind of stupid. I hope they fix that with the next Fallout. I actually really liked the base building in this game, and I spent most of my time playing this just building the ultimate base, just because, I don't know, I want to be a wanderer in the wasteland, just create my own home. Good game. I think it's worth playing. Grand Theft Auto 5, again, it's awesome, but not what GTA Online has turned into some stupid bull. I'm excited for GTA 6. Of course I'll play it. I don't know, it's hard to go back to this one, honestly. Just, I don't know. Great single player also. It's a lot of fun on the PS4 because you can go first person. And I'll never forget me and my friend just running around with a hammer in first person, just clobbering people. All right, Monster Hunter World. Love Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World rules. There's a lot of things that they casualized about the series with this one. Ernesto's back there just like, but it's the truth for all you OG Monster Hunter fans, but it's still really good, you know? Hundreds of hours put into this game. I'm excited for the next one. I got a lot to say about Overwatch. I could make a whole video about Overwatch. I used to love Overwatch. And Overwatch 2 destroyed all of that. Yeah, I could about this one. It's just a fun game. At least it was a fun game. Now you can't play it anymore because it's Overwatch 2 and Overwatch 2 is bull. But what really pisses me off also is they recently came out with an Overwatch Classic game mode, but it's only a limited time event. Why? Why? Like, if they were honestly, if they just released Classic mode permanently, like just had it so I could play like OG Overwatch all the way up to Sigma, it's like, I'd probably still be playing because it's genuinely a fun shooter. But it's pisses me off now. Raiden 5. This is a cool game. Raiden rules. Shmups forever. Ratchet and Clank. Really good remake. The graphics are awesome. I'm just kind of surprised I don't have any more of the Ratchet and Clank games anymore. I definitely played through them all. It's good. Okay. Oop. Red Dead 2. Hey. I know. Red Dead 2. I want to replay this game actually. I haven't played it since it first came out. Funny story about this. So I'm in a band and me and my friends were playing a show. It was the night that Red Dead 2 was coming out. And we played our set, you know, and it's just like I'm outside talking with everyone and I'm like, hey, you guys, I'll be right back. And I just quickly drove over to GameStop, picked up Red Dead 2, went back to the show, and I'm just walking around the show just like, sup guys, I got Red Dead 2, and everyone's like, you got Red Dead 2? What the f? Oh my god. Good game, I want to replay it. Probably on Xbox just so I could get achievements because I'm an idiot like that. I'll take Xbox over PlayStation. The best. If you haven't played Sekiro, it's awesome. I almost, like, I don't know if they'll ever do it, but I think it'd be sick if they could come out with a Sekiro 2 or something like that, and they included just like a 1v1 multiplayer. I don't know exactly how it would work, but I feel like that could be a lot of fun. Skater XL. 1 second, let me add to the pile. Skater XL. It's very similar to Session, but I think I'll take Session over this one. But at the same time, it's a lot of fun. And this game was basically made by a bunch of skaters that were pissed that EA wasn't coming out with Skate. And then so they released this game. And then, of course, like the same month that this game's coming out, EA's like, hey, we're gonna start working on Skate. Now that we see, and it's just like, EA. Yeah, good game. Left thumbstick controls your left foot. Right thumbstick controls your right foot. Good skating simulation. South Park, The Fractured Butthole. Good. Not as good as Stick of Truth in my mind. Stick of Truth felt very complete, this one. You can tell they kind of like, they left a lot of stuff out for DLC, and I don't think the DLC ever actually came out. But still, it's really funny. I love South Park. Spider-Man on PlayStation. Oh my god, this disc is Good game. It's just another like superhero open world game. If you played one open world game, you kind of played them all at this point. Very short, but at the same time, very, very contained, very precise in what it wants to do. Probably the best Spider-Man game. Spyro trilogy, all three are awesome. Can't go wrong. I'll actually take Spyro over Crash Bandicoot. I think it's aged better. Stardew Valley, great game. I think it's pretty cool to have it on PlayStation. Really good game. Tetris Effect, best Tetris game that I've played in a long time. I mean, it's Tetris, you can't go wrong. Yeah, it's just cool. It's like psychedelic Tetris with nice music. Evil Within, the best Resident Evil game that was never Resident Evil. I'm pretty sure it was made by the creator of Resident Evil 4. Really hard, a lot of fun. Better than the second one in my mind. Second one was still good, but they kind of tried to make it open and it doesn't have the same flow. The Last of Us, overhype killed this game for me. It's a very good game, but it's like I expected way more out of it. Interesting, but it just really wasn't fun to play, you know what I mean? And I never even got around to playing the second one, which is pretty surprising to me, but yeah, I don't want to bash this game, but don't overhype. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, oh, sick. Classic. And that's it for this wall.